Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Let's make it a great week, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow up 169, NASDAQ up 40, S&P's up 14.5. Gold contract down $6.50, traded at $1,299 an ounce. Silver up 10 cents at $19.62 an ounce. Platinum down 12 at $1,443 an ounce. Oil off 87 cents at $96.48 a barrel. Bonds, you have the 10-year down 9 ticks at 126.11, 30-year down 29 ticks at 140.04, and King Dollar up 171 ticks at 81.64. The euro is down 40 at 133, and the yen is up 21, trading at 102.57. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Cash S&P, we're at 1969, and you're up 14 bucks. You're over the 1965, which was the downdraft that was created on the 31st. If we take a look at the SPY, and if you want to see a nice Tiger Gottlieb, folks, and it has everything in it. It's pretty amazing watching this shake out. We'll see whether it's going to be successful or not. So what you have is this. The SPY right now is up $1.51. The Gottlieb itself came on Friday. The thing that was amazing, actually, about this one here, it not only came on Friday, but as soon as it was made, that's when the market fell apart. It was pretty sick. It was made at 10:30 in the morning, and the next tick, it was like out of nowhere. You know, the SPY went from 196.65, it went straight down to 194.31. Now, this morning, what do? You get over this high again. It's still in place, and Tiger Gottlieb's, folks, is very hard to make. What it is this. First, this is a Tiger Gottlieb sell. First, you're going to come down with volume. Then you're going to get a counter trend bounce going, and you'll have the A to B equals C to D, but what's happening is it's not a typical ABC structure as in time of the trade. What it is that as you pass the B point, you pass it with lighter volume, and you're going into the other side of the downdraft with lighter volume. In this case, what we did is this. On Friday, you bottom line, no, was it Thursday? No, it was Friday, okay? No, it was Tuesday. It was Wednesday that it passed the B point. 69 million shares versus 74. So it passed it. In fact, I remember Dave from Clearwater called up, and we were talking about, hey, this thing is setting up. Sure enough, it hit it. Then what it did on Friday, it popped. As it was popping, it was coming into the downdraft, 183 million shares, and it did 139. Gave it up. It's going to be intriguing to see how we come into this close today. The reason being is this. It's going to be really hard for the market to sell off at all right now because Europe did close higher. Intraday, what we have, though, is this. Intraday, the high on Friday was 196.65 in the SPY. We're at 197.29 right now, and we'll see whether it can. I suspect it's not going to get under the 196.65. But I do expect what you're going to see a little pressure to trying to get it down to the 196.90. Now, that's a lot. But what we did have here at 1440, you get a slight expansion on the way down. You get a little bounce right here. So it's going to be interesting watching this baby come into the close out here today. Gold contract. Now, gold, man, that was a trip on Friday, no doubt. So what did they do? On Friday, this is what you had, folks. And this is strong for gold. And this is what it is. Gold contract right now is down $6. It's trading at $1,300. What you did on Friday, what this contract did on Friday, was get down. They had fast price destruction without the volume. Well, not without the volume. We had 192,000 contracts. That, however, was going into the sign of strength from August 6th, which had 160,000. And it didn't break the swing, lowest swing, and that was also going into the sign of strength from the 19th of June. Those correlations are still saying gold's going higher. You didn't break the swing, guess what? If you don't break a swing point, folks, on the way down, the way up, market's not talking, walking, and squawking. That was a test. rejection of lower price. It didn't have lighter volume than the 6th of August. It definitely had lighter volume than the 19th of June. There was 225,000 contracts there versus the 190,000. That saying, guess what? Gold's going higher. Equities, the equities held up really well also. Bond market. This bond market's a trip. So today, down 9 ticks. We're at 126.11. The B point on this is 126. Took it out with conviction. 128 is the number up in this 10-year bonds. The yield on the 10-year right now is 2.387. 30-year bond out here, this thing's on its way to 142. We hit 141.01 today. We are at 140.05 right now. We'll see how it gets up to the 142 area. Bottom line, these bonds want to go higher. Yields are going lower. King dollar. We go take a look at King dollar. What we have with King dollar is this. That's building calls for another leg up in the marketplace. Right now, King dollar is at 81.63. And what I expect you're going to see out of here, the next leg up on this is pretty amazing, actually, because you're talking about an 85. That's where it looks like this is baby actually wants to go to. If we take a look at this on a longer-term basis, we put this up. What you're going to see, I put this on a 10-year right now. Your next swing point, which it wants to go after, is at 84.95. So 85. That's the next number. And that's going to be a big area. The reason being is that we haven't been able to take that area out since August of 2010. So we'll see this particular time if, in fact, it can get enough juice to get up and over that area. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Take a look at some of the high-volume stocks, because what we have out here today, folks, is that when we went higher on Friday, you had the volume behind the move, option expiration. Didn't matter. The volume was there. What you had out here today, of course, you're going to get to a higher high. You're going to have lighter volume. The real key is going to be, will you get a rejection of higher price on any of the indices? And the reason I'm saying that's going to be hard to do is because of the fact that Europe closed at its highs. But when you do go back, if we take a look at the E-minis, ESZ4, the futures, what you're going to see here, I'm going to put this on a 2-day right now so it can get a little bit clearer. Okay, so what we have here is this. The high on Friday in the E-minis was 1953. Right now, you're at 1959. The expansion that was up was right at the beginning of the day, which is 0950. Once it got up to this 1960 area, absolutely no juice. So we'll see as we come into the close, can it get into the 1957 area? Now, that's only 2 points down, but what would happen at the 1957 area, folks, is that it could suck it right back into 1954. And, of course, if it's 1954, then it's going to be a real close call as to can it make the 1953, because the close, even at 415 of 1953, would be a failure on price and volume. The volume's not even going to be close out here today compared to Friday. We've done 331 million right now in the NYSE. We take a look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's at 1.1. So the NASDAQ looks like it can come into about 1.5 versus 1.7. The NASDAQ, the NYSE will come in about, the NYSE is going to come in really short. We're at 331. That would come in at about 460, because right now we're at 316. We have one of the targets that want to look at the NDX 100, the 3Qs. More than likely what you're going to see with this 3Qs, that is going to basically do an extension. So let's see. It's going to be a 1.27 extension. We'll bisect and dissect that as soon as we come back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now up 168. NASDAQ up 38. S&P's up 14. Gold down to $6. Silver up 12 cents. Platinum off 12. We're going to be right back, folks.